have our example model, and one thing that is missing from it is the resources. We add resources to our program nodes, the functions, components, processes, and projects. First of all, we need to create our resources in Realisor. We can import them in from the template that can be exported from the options in the File menu, but here we're going to manually create them. First, we need to go to the Resources tab. You can see the 4 types of resource here. There are roles, equipment, materials, and contracts. To create a new resource in one of the categories, you just click on it, and then over on the right-hand side, you click the plus button. Give it a group name, give it a resource name, a grade and type, code, unit, cost, and so on. You can also put in the maximum number of resources that are available if you want to use that feature, where Realisor will flag up if you exceed the maximum number of resources that you have of any one type. So using the groups, the names and the grades, you can create a structure which is easy for you to understand. In your organisation, you might already have a structure which you can reuse here. As you can see, it is the same template for each of the resource types. If we go back to the map now, we want to add the resources to one of the processes. Click on the node and expand the right-hand side toolbar. You will see there is a section called Time and Resources, and in here, a Resource Requirements section. Expand this section and click to add a resource. Select the node resource and click Change Resource. This will load the resources screen, or we can select a resource to add to our node. We can also add in some resource needs data. To deliver this process, we're going to have one person in that role, and they're going to be utilised for 80% of their time. Once it is up and running, then there is going to be one person in that role to sustain it, to keep it running, but only at 10% of their time. And for this, there is no disposal, so it will just keep running for as long as the program runs. You can also add some extra costs, such as a one-off additional cost. You can add multiple resources to any of the program nodes simply by repeating these steps.